You ever had one of those moments when you were just sitting there thinking about how different life was when you were a kid, when all you had to worry about was beating the next boss in Ratchet and Clank or grinding levels in Pokemon before you had to catch the bus to leave for school? Gaming used to be my whole world. It still is my whole world, to be honest. But somewhere along the way, it became more than just a hobby. It became my escape from a life I felt stuck in. I've been a gamer my whole life. For me, it started with the PS2. Games like Naruto Ultimate Ninja, Sonic Riders, Spyro, Ratchet and Clank, Burnout 3. Burnout 3 was one of my favorite games. I played the hell out of that game. Gaming back then just hit different. No multiplayer lobbies, no microtransactions, no battle passes. If you wanted to play with somebody, you had to physically be in the same house as them. And if you remember leaving your PS2 on for weeks because you didn't have a memory card, you were a real one. But like everything else, life gets complicated. After high school, I started working full-time, blue-collar work, heavy physical labor, while going to college full-time. I remember getting my first pair of steel-toe boots. Every day I'd race home to kick those things off, but right after I kicked those boots off, I had to switch from one grind to the other. College. My body worked all day, my mind worked all night. At first it wasn't too bad because I had a lot of energy, powered through my easy classes, knocked out the gen eds, but when the real courses hit, the systems analysis and design, data concept, it started weighing on me. I'd be so physically drained at the end of the day, and coming home and staring at a computer screen or a textbook for hours just was not happening anymore. In hindsight, I should have just found a part-time, easier job, but I remember sitting at my desk, eyes half shut, telling myself, this assignment is probably like a 75, 70. That's good enough. Little by little, I started burning out, physically and mentally. Weirdly, the only thing that kept me sane was gaming. On the weekends, honestly, it was my sugar and poison. On the weekends, instead of studying as I should have been, I got lost in MMOs like Final Fantasy and Destiny 2. I just needed a break. Needed a world where I wasn't worried about bills, deadlines, or my aching feet. Gaming was my therapy. It wasn't always relaxing. We all know games can get very frustrating, but it gave me a place to exit the real world where I couldn't be touched for a few hours. And funny enough, those sessions actually helped me recharge. I'd game from like 4 to 5 hours, get a little dopamine hit, and suddenly I feel ready to tackle a chapter of homework or study for a quiz. It gave my mind somewhere else to go when everything else felt kinda heavy. Looking back, I realized gaming taught me more than what I thought. It showed me how to manage stress. I built a lot of connections through gaming. Most of the friends I've made after middle school were through gaming because I've really had the same core friend group since elementary school. It gave me something to look forward to during some of my hardest days, and in a weird way, it kept me dreaming, kept me believing that one day I get to live a life on my terms doing what I love. If you're stuck in a grind right now, whether it's work, school, or just life, don't feel bad for having an escape. Don't feel bad for gaming. Sometimes you need it. Gaming isn't just a waste of time. It can be your peace. It can be your therapy, your second home. It was mine. It still is mine. Some people sit down on the couch and watch sports all weekend. Some people watch TV every day. Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus. We game. If you relate to this in any way, drop a comment and let me know. I'm actually very curious. Let me know what games help you through tough times, and let me know what your favorite video games to play are. Personally, I love first-person shooters and I love MMOs. I'd love to hear your stories. And if you vibe with this, consider liking and subscribing. See you on the next one.